Afternoon, peeps. Good afternoon, everyone. In less than 3 weeks' time, Tyson Fury will fight Dillian Whyte. In less than 3 weeks' time, Tyson Fury will fight Dillian Whyte at Wembley Stadium in front of around 90,000 people. That's crazy. That is honestly crazy. The run that we've got now coming up, like you can start now, from now until the end of June, is crazy. And look, we as boxing fans always want a bit more, and we deserve more, but we almost have to applaud the run we've got coming up. I mean, Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. Week later, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. On the same day, Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez. Let's not forget Errol Spence versus Yordenis Ugas. Chuck in there Charlo versus Castano rematch. Canelo versus Bivol. GGG's fighting this weekend coming up. I mean, it's just been announced that Kambosos will defend his titles against Devin Haney in an undisputed fight. Then, rumours hearing it, or so I say, the rumours going around is that Usyk will fight Anthony Joshua the week after. That's what we've got coming up in the next 8 weeks. That 8-week stretch could be one of the best stretches I've ever known in boxing. It's an incredible one, but it all kicks off first. This fight coming up April 23rd, Wembley Stadium. Now, some of you, and I get it. Some people are moaning that, there's not been any promotion for the fight. I don't care. Fight's happening. Like, don't get me wrong. Some fights need that push. They need that promotion. I get it. I don't know if this one does. And it clearly doesn't if you look at how the tickets have been sold. This is a great fight and I can't wait for it. For those that think that Tyson Fury is just going to run through Dillian Whyte like a hot knife through butter, sorry, it ain't happening. Ain't happening. I mean, I think there's two things happening. Either we're overrating Tyson Fury, and he deserves to be overrated, or we're underrating Dillian Whyte. Maybe there's a bit of truth in both. I think the gap closes a bit. I think it really does. I think Dillian Whyte looks in tremendous shape. I think the him not talking thing is actually, in a weird way, actually doing the opposite of what you would think it would do. Normally you'd think, okay, Dillian Whyte's not promoting the fight, then, it's not giving it enough push. I think him not talking is almost promoting it. Does that make any sense? I think it's almost working like there's this mystique now. We all can't wait to hear Dillian Whyte speak for the first time. We can't wait to the final press conference. I think it's going to be incredible. I really do. I think the build-up, and when I say build-up, I mean talking about the final press conference and the weigh-in are going to be just nuts. And you know they're going to be nuts. You know that Tyson Fury is going to bring his entourage. He's going to bring his entourage. Shane, his dad's going to be there, and the others. Dillian Whyte will bring his entourage as well. It's going to be insane. And this is going to do good numbers on BT Sports box office. I asked Frank Warren about the price point, because I think they might go 25. It's not been announced yet, or has it? I don't know. Someone can let me know in the comment section. The usual price is $19.95. I think they might go a bit bigger. The undercard. Look, the undercard's not going to be great. Let's stop pretending that, somehow there's going to be good names on the undercard. There ain't. I want to say I don't care. I do care, but I don't care. I just care about all the fights I've just mentioned to you. Oh, we're going to get this one. I haven't said to you, the undercard. All I care about is the main event and all those fights. Don't get me wrong. It's boxing and you do want to see a nice undercard. But let's be honest, the main events and all the fights I've just mentioned to you sell. They sell the fight card. And this one does it as well. It does. I mean, I think Dillian Whyte's going to cause Tyson Fury a lot of problems. I think Tyson Fury is going to win, because every time I predicted Tyson Fury would lose, he wins, so I'm going with him now. But I think Dillian Whyte's going to cause him problems. Dillian Whyte's going to be on his chest. Dillian Whyte's not going to... the thing is, Dillian Whyte isn't going to try and have a boxing match with Tyson Fury. And I don't think Tyson Fury is going to try and rough up Dillian Whyte like he did against Deontay Wilder. I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to respect Dillian Whyte maybe just a bit more and just outbox him. I think he's going to do that. In doing that, I think Dillian Whyte is going to have to realize that there's no point trying to box Tyson Fury because you're going to lose. I think he's going to go and do what we've kind of been wanting and asking AJ to do against Usyk, which is go in there and just rough him up. And if there's any boxer in the world in the heavyweight division that can do that, it kind of is a Dillian Whyte. That's his style, isn't it? Rough you up and then try and learn those big left hooks, which he's obviously famed for. But look, I mean, I can't wait. Luckily, I'm working on that event. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. So I'm going to be in the stadium for it. And I think it's going to be an incredible atmosphere. I think it's going to be just something to behold. I really do. I actually think the weigh-in's going to be I think the weigh-in's going to have a few thousand there. I don't know where the weigh-in is yet, but they'll probably be thinking about, we've got to put the weigh-in somewhere which holds 2,000 or 3,000 at least. I think everyone's going to turn up for the weigh-in. I think this probably is the biggest British heavyweight fight between two Brits since Bruno Lewis, and in fact, it's bigger than that. This is probably the biggest ever British heavyweight fight. It probably is. It probably is. You've got the lineal number one, and you've got Dillian Whyte, who's, what would you say Dillian Whyte is, top five? Would you give him top five? I can't wait. I really can't. And let's just hope, because there have been some rumours. Let's just hope that the fight does happen. If I'm a boxer right now, just because of this situation, and we saw Frank Warren going back and forth with Dillian Whyte's lawyer, hopefully that's been resolved. I know there's a few lawsuits going around, I know. But if I'm a boxer right now in the heavyweight division, I'm ranked inside the top 20, I'm getting in shape now. Because you could get a call, lastminute.com, and look, I pray to God that doesn't happen, but who knows? With what's going on, who knows? But guys, of all the fights that I've just mentioned, this has to be in the top 2, 3 for me. It has to be. It's the heavyweights. Heavyweights run boxing. They do. I'm more excited about this than I am Canelo Bivol. I'm more excited about this than I am Shakur Stevenson Valdez. I'm more excited about this than I am Kambosos Haney. I'm probably even more excited about this than I am AJ Usyk. But then again, maybe that's a bit of recency bias because I don't know what's going on with AJ Usyk. I'm super excited about Fury versus Dillian Whyte, and I give Dillian Whyte a better chance than a lot of you do. Do I think, again, before we wrap, do I think Fury's going to win? Yes. Do I think Dillian Whyte causes him big problems, may even puts him down? Yes. Peace and love.